Hey, what's up, guys? This is D Brown with Track Headz. I'd like to welcome you to another episode. Today, we're going to be going over some weight training at this gym that I like to work out at. Just gradually getting stronger, getting more improved. I want to get y'all dizzy before we go into this rabbit hole. So, for the first exercise, we have hang cleans. This is, I believe, 185. I haven't really been doing a lot of hang cleans. I did this for times 5. My max is 265, so I'm just trying to, like I said, just work my way up to it. I haven't done it in a while. I'm just trying to really focus on being explosive in my hips, moving the weight in a straight line from below my knee all the way to my shoulders. Like I said, just making sure I stay explosive. My hips are neutral. My core is tight. It's nice and strong and braced for when I catch the weight. And that was a good rep. Usually after I do those kind of exercises, I like to do side plank variations. So I do side planks, leg raises. It really works on my glute medius and minimus, just to make sure my hips and my glutes get 360 attention. My hips get 360 attention. So I did this times 12. Like I said, just making sure my hips stay strong, making sure my core stays tight, and just making sure I'm real activated on the outside of my hips so that my knees stay strong and my lower extremities stay real strong. After that, I do single leg RDLs, focusing on balance, focusing on posture, staying tall. I do that to a knee drive, kind of mimics the action for sprinting, right? But just at a slower like rhythm, I guess you can say. These are really good for the hamstrings. Just like bringing awareness to the eccentric contraction, like when you're touching your toes. I probably should do this just a little bit slower, but like I said, I just want to make sure, like, this is a very lower body kind of workout day today. So just making sure I touch everything, the eccentrics of my hamstrings, the side planks, the glutes, just making sure everything stays strong. So single leg RDOs are definitely an exercise I like to incorporate, just to make sure everything stays activated as I'm going from one exercise to the next. So after this is a complete circuit. So after I did the first one, I took maybe 2-3 minutes rest, and then I did a second set. This is 205, a little bit heavier. On this one, I saw that I took my steps a little wide on the catch. Still getting used to the weight, obviously, but I like how it looks. It's nice and fast. The weight's moving good catch. Like I said, catching it on my shoulders. Biggest issue for me is just making sure my wrists stay strong when I catch it. But like I said, I like how everything looked. And now I'm going back to the side variations, the side plank variations, leg raises, making sure my legs don't touch, and just having the ultimate control of my glute medius and minimus when it's time to do this exercise. Like I said, at this point, I remember when I first started, it used to be super hard, but it got a lot easier as I went along. This is a new one. This is called like a hamstring walkout. I kind of picked up. It's real good for the hamstrings, especially the tendons that are like right behind the knee. And it allows me to keep my core like in a neutral position and work my hamstrings through those ranges that I wouldn't normally do or wouldn't normally touch in like a typical RDL, and just putting different loads on the tendons. So I really like them. I do them times 10, and just walk my way in. Like I said, it also incorporates the glute. The glute has to be really has to be active. The core has to be active to keep my hips up. As you see in the close-up, I'm really focused on keeping my core tight while my hamstrings are moving through these ranges of motion. After a while, it really starts to burn, and I really feel uncomfortable kind of like behind my knees. But for me, injury-wise, that's like the area where I'm like the most prone or I'm the most weak at. So this helps to strengthen those areas really well. After I was done with that, I started doing some upper body. This is I call this like a horizontal like push, kind of like ups. It's kind of like a bench press almost, or a push up, but just on a machine. For upper body, I just like to keep it really simple. I find something that's around 80-85%, and I make sure I go through the ranges. I do it this time 10 for 2 sets. Give myself like 30 seconds rest in between, just for the stimulus. Some of the weight is a little bit heavy. Some of them are light. This is lat pull. I do this for like, maybe 110, 120, 30 pounds. Just making sure I'm focusing on the muscles I use for working out. This is really hitting the lats, which, if you know, really helps with acceleration. Pushing really helps with the back. also helps with posture. So I really make sure I activate those muscles, especially in the upper body. In the past, I used to stray from them just because I used to put on so much size. But my muscles are real compact now and really smooth, so I really like them. This is overhead shoulder press. Feeling really heavy, but you know, working through the ranges of motion, making sure I keep my core tight, and making sure I really push while I'm doing these. It's really, really tough because you don't typically use these muscles when you run. So, which is very important for me to work out, right? I did these for 2 sets. Then I did horizontal rows. Horizontal rows are a real good exercise because they hit that part of your back, again, that you need for running and making sure that you pump your arms. So really, really important. Like I said, all these upper body exercises, they connect with my core, they really are part of the whole equation when it comes to running and just being all around just fit. Right after this, I did some plyos. I didn't record them at all, but I just did some plyos just to, you know, work the central nervous system and stay explosive. And then, you know, I did some core, you know, Russian twist. I did some crunches you're gonna see in a second. I did some side crunches. So yeah, like I said, as these last couple of videos go along, I just want to kind of show you guys, you know, the weight program doesn't necessarily have to be the most complicated thing in the world. You know, I do these on the days I don't run, just for the, you know, just so my body recovers properly, and to keep more of a balanced workout. You know, at this stage of running and working out, double days are kind of tough on my body, even if I have a day afterwards to recover. So, you know, I do these to kind of stay fresh, to stay healthy, to be explosive. And typically these things, they last about an hour, less than an hour, 45 minutes to an hour, which is all you pretty much need to make sure that your legs stay strong. So even like with these core exercises, you know, I like to finish them at the end of the workout just to make sure my core stays, you know, stays really, really, you know, strong and active. So like I said, at the beginning of the workout, you saw me do the lower body stuff. Then I progressed on to the upper body stuff, and now you see me do the core. So this is a full body workout, just making sure my whole body stays really strong as I run on the track, run on the trails, and do the different things like that. So like I said, I hope you really enjoyed the workout. Hope you enjoyed what you saw today. I enjoyed showing you guys, and shout out to my photographer, my videographer and stuff like that. So definitely a dope workout. Definitely elements of that you should try, and just be responsible when it comes to these workouts, guys. But thanks for watching. This is D Brown with Track Headz. Peace.